Hey there, I am so excited to work with you on the TRX. So, a few of you guys I know have a TRX and some have talked about getting one. So, here's just kind of an introductory session using the TRX. Such an amazing tool. There's also different varieties you can get from different places. Super easy to pack up and take with you wherever you go. And if you don't want to spend a ton of money on weights, this is another way to build a lot of muscle, get that resistance without having to have either the space to store your weights or taking all the money to purchase them. So hopefully you can kind of see everything that'll be going on. The frame is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but we're going to have fun regardless. We are going to start with just kind of a little bit of a warm up. So I want you to pull your toes up off the ground and let your hips hinge back. You kind of want a little bit of space for your butt to drop back, and the arms are going to come up alongside your ears. Slide those shoulder blades down, grab with the back and the core, and pull yourself all the way up. So at the top, you want to make sure that you're getting always tension on your straps. So we want to make sure that at the top of whatever move we're getting through or performing, that there's no slack in that line. So you should feel a little bit of a pull on the upper back, a stretch through those hamstrings, the core nice and engaged. Keep that breathing nice and deep. Slide those shoulder blades down. Check in with those hips at the top of the pole, that they're stacked right on top of your heels. So this happens a lot where your hips hinge forward, and we want to make sure to constantly keep that neutral pelvis when we're in that standing tall position. So your tailbone will kind of gently tug down toward the ground, toward your heels. That core will stay strong. You just stack your hips on top of the heels. One more. And drop back, give yourself just a little bit longer stretch. Maybe back your heels up a little bit more. Feel a little more pull through that upper back. Slide those shoulder blades down. All right, so we are going to start off with a row, a back row. We want to get into those shoulder blades, the muscles between the shoulder blades, the rhomboids. So the closer that your feet are to your anchor point, then the more resistance that you're going to have. There's also a little bit of play around, just making sure you're not going to slip and slide. So slide the shoulder blades back and down, tuck the tailbone under. You're going to let your body extend back, make sure you have that solid plank positioning, and then pull the thumbs right to your armpits. We're going to do 20 reps. Really pull your elbows, feeling like you're trying to drag them down toward your hips, and focus on squeezing between the shoulder blades. Watch the hips. Just like I was saying, we want to keep that strong core, kind of tucking the hips under. So the moment that we let the hips drive up like this, you'll feel a complete difference in that row. We want to build the strength in those arms, the shoulders, and really that upper back. Thumbs right to those armpits. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep the core strong. Here's 13. So you relax through your neck. Chances are you'll feel a lot going on in your forearms as well. That'll kind of get better over time. Those forearms will strengthen, and you can really put all that work in the upper middle back. Slide those shoulder blades together. Feel that pinch between the shoulder blades as you row. Last one. All right, we're going to flip around and go into our push-up. Again, the further back that your feet are, then the more work that you're going to be putting into the muscle group that you're working. For us right now, it's chest. So tuck that tailbone under. A lot of times the hips stay set back, and I want you to get that really big tuck. So drop your chest forward with the straps kind of up by the ears. Core stays strong. Neck stays relaxed. Press with that chest. So just like when you're in a plank position, and you're flexing and contracting through all the muscles of your torso and your abdomen, your glutes. That's what I want you to do here. Keep it going. There's 10. Kind of wrap around those thighs as well. These straps force you to use a lot more of the core. We should always be using them anyway, but because of that instability of each side, it kind of forces us into it. But watch those hips. 5 to go. Keeping them set with shoulders. Everything drops together. It's like you're a plank of wood. 19 and 20. Okay, walk forward, give yourself a little stretch, let the chest drop through, open those arms a second, and then we're going to flip it back around and we're going to go to biceps. All right, so for these, my heels are usually, my feet are pretty far away from the anchor point. These add up pretty quick. Get your elbows so that they're up right in line with the shoulders and that your elbows are squeezing in a bit as well. So your pinkies are going to kind of start back by your temples. Remember, we want flexion, tension on the straps at all times. So when you come up, they should not be sagging. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they should not be sagging. All right, tall chest. Let your body drop back and then curl up. If you want a little more tension, walk those toes in a little. Here's 3. So you're curling your body weight. Closer you are to the wall, the more body weight there is. Further away, the less. Neck relaxed. Get into those biceps. Handles sound like an old saddle. Rubbing along. Here's 10. We're halfway. Watch those hips. They should not be poking up, but staying set down. $15. Stay relaxed in your neck and shoulders. Nice and controlled. You're not flopping back or hoisting up. 19, 20. Whew. All right, push into those hands. Stretch the body forward. Just take a split second. And then we're going to flip around again and hit our triceps. This is probably my favorite TRX move. Always feel a lot of soreness the next day after hitting up these triceps. Okay, so set your feet a little bit wider, and then these take quite a lot of focus to get that tailbone tucked under. So really watch that you're not having that anterior tilt of the pelvis, but it's tucked nice and tight. All right, shoulders back and down. Start further out and always walk back. Elbows squeeze together, the whole body drops forward, and then you're going to push the body back. This is an awkward one sometimes for people to get the hang of. The elbows stay up really high. Your arms are overhead, kind of just straight out extended from those hips, shoulders, and then the upper arm is right by your temple and ear. You can feel lots of core here as well. You're flexing in, keeping that abdomen contracted. You're going to get a nice set of core work done here. That's what we want. Keep the elbows lifted. Here's 16. Tucking that tailbone. If you have access to a mirror, this is a good time to use it. Make sure that you have that form correct. Elbows squeezing in. Tailbone tucked under. Last one. 20. Okay, Let's take a little stretch, left leg forward. Chest is going to open up. All right. We're going to go into the legs real quick. Just a supported squat. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. I haven't done the TRX for a while. Hands need to get reused to it. Okay, feet are just outside the hips, just like you do in a normal squat. So here's the wonderful thing about a TRX squat is that you can keep the shoulders right on top of the hips, knees right on top of the ankles, and not have to have that leaning forward, right? So a lot of times, all the time, when I squat without the support of the straps, the upper body is going to come forward or I'll fall backwards. So with this, you can really get the hips back. There's hardly any pressure on the knees, and it's all coming through those glutes. All right, so sit low, flex into those glutes, dig through the heels, and come up. Here's 3. Belly strong. Watch that you're not pulling yourself up with the arms, but you're pushing through the legs. You're using the support of the straps to keep those shoulders right on top of the hips. Drag that belly button back and in. Here's 11. 14. Core stays nice and strong. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go straight into a lunge now. We're going to keep, we're going to stay static, keeping that one leg, doing all the work, and then we'll alternate after we hit our 20. So shoulders back and down, square off your hips with your anchor point. Take that right leg back, barely tap the ground with that back toe. In fact, if you want to hold it up, you can, and then drive through that left supporting leg. Lots of hip hinge on that left hip. Nothing in those hands, all coming out through that leg. Really get a big hip hinge in that left hip. 9. Belly wrap strong. 'Keep those hips square. 18. 19. 20. Okay, switch up those legs. Hinge back. Step in. Very little on those arms. Belly strong. Feel like you're pushing that booty back super far, especially on that right side. 10. 12. 13. Keep it up, keep it up. Drive through that hamstring, drive through that glute. 18. 19. 20. All right, perfect. Shake that out. Let's hinge forward again. Push your hands into those handles and just let the back stretch, the hamstring stretch. And then we're going to go into a lateral lunge. Again, we'll stay on the same side for all 20, and then we'll go to the other. So we'll go to the left first. Your right leg is going to stay fixed. stable still. That's your pivot leg or your anchor leg. And then we're going to lunge to the left. Get nice and low. That knee's going to line with the toe. Straight, strong right leg, come up. 2, hinge low. 3. Use those straps to help the upper body hinge way back and down. 8. Core still strong. Drive through that heel. Check in with that knee and toe. Pull that knee out with the toe. 5 to go. Hinge it back and down. Feel that glute, upper outer edge of that left glute pushing you back to the top. Straight, strong right leg. 2 and 1. Okay, other side. Anchor on the left. Hinge to the right. 1, 2, 3. Wherever that right toe points, that's where the knee has to go. Sit back. The knee does not cross or pass over the front of your front shoelace. Where's the core? Flex it tight. Here's 11. Drive through that heel. Pay attention to each part of the move. Back is tall, flexed. Last 3, 2, and 1. Drive through. All right. Hinge forward again. Stretch it out. Okay, we're going to switch it up. We're going to be putting our handles together. So take your right handle, thread it through, I don't know if you can see very well, thread it through the triangle of the left handle, and then you just hold the straps like that. Then you take your new right handle and thread it through again, that left triangle. Now then give that handle you just passed through a good yank, a good check, and that's going to be our anchor handle. Okay, so we are going to do an oblique twist. Put your left foot in front, your right foot behind. So if you're facing to the left of your anchor point, keep tension on your straps. Have the handles start at your sternum. Then you're going to twist, drop the hips back. Your feet are still one in front of the other. And then you're going to pull and twist up. Make your little adjustments. See if I can back up so you can see my feet too. So drop out, hips come down, bring it up, and press through. So I need to get closer to the wall because I want to get my hands past my sternum. Drop it down. We'll still count that 2. Pull it up, twist. 3. Front of the belly strong. 4. Using a lot here, but really focus on that core. Push it away from you. Twist it in and down. 7. 8. Tighten that belly button back toward your spine. You're using the lats in the back, shoulders a bit, and lots of core. Halfway, 10 more. Grab around that rib cage. Can you pull that belly button back any tighter? Can you grab any more through those obliques? 7. Slide those shoulder blades down the spine. The hands pass basically right under the chest, right at the middle of the torso. Feel that left side oblique as you twist. 3 to go. 2 and 1. All right, now we get that other side. So from your anchor point, right leg forward, left leg behind. Find that place where you can get your kind of twist behind. And then here we go. Drop out and then press up. 1. Be in control of your drop. Try not to just flop. Lift the chest off the rib cage. Find those obliques and lats. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel free to adjust your feet as needed. Torso twist, so good. 10 to go. 9. Shove those shoulders away from the ears. Grab with the core in the back. 7 to go. Nice big twist. So depending on your mobility, you might not be getting as big of a twist. That's fine. Keep doing these. You'll get better. You'll build that flexion through the back. So try to keep your low back stable with the hips, and you're twisting from the upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab that one handle, hinge back, get a little stretch. All right, one more move with our single arm, and then we'll be done for today. So just one round of everything for today. And then, of course, if you feel like going through it all again, you can and should. Okay, so you're going to hold on to the one handle. We'll start with the right arm holding. Get a nice wide base of support with your feet. Now, here's the thing with this move. It's a twist to pull. So that right arm is going to be pulling back. You're going to twist here at the top like you're pulling a bow and arrow. So you want your left arm to reach up those straps. Then you're going to twist behind, leaning back, nice and far. Twist that left arm back. Now make sure that you use the back to pull and twist again. Okay? I'm going to show you what happens a lot, what not to do. This is a no-no. Hips come up and then the arm. So that is a negative. Do not do that. Okay, we're going to count this 1. Drop your hips, pull with the back and the oblique. 2, minimal legs. 3, twist as much as your body will allow. 4, 5. As you fatigue, watch that those hips still stay low. They're the last things to lift. Get that full twist at the top. Slide that right shoulder blade down the back. Make sure you're not grabbing through the neck. That's traps. 10. Head follows the hand. 12. Belly strong. If your arm is getting tired, try to wake up the core and the lat in the back, that right side. Pull with the back. 5 to go. Big twist at the top. Big twist at the bottom. 18. 19. And 20. Okay, new side. Twisting right arm back. Now we're pulling left arm. Elbow back and then the right arm twist up. 1. 2. Try not to use those legs. 3. Big twist. Front of the belly strong, pulling back toward the spine. Remember that butt drags up last. Beautiful job. Keep it going. Keep it up, keep it up. Last thing to come up is that butt. Big twist, 12. Keep space between that left shoulder and ear. 14. I could be twisting a little bit more on the back side, I think. 15. That feels better. Final 3. Focus on each part of the move. Big twist. Pull with that back. Lots of core. 20. All right, let's unwind our straps and go through a quick stretch. So we're going to start facing away from your anchor points. Take your feet just spread wide, kind of far away from your anchor, and then just let your hips drop forward with the arms coming back behind. Keep tension on that core. So make sure that your butt isn't pushing back. Keep the core strong. So you're still kind of activating a few muscles here. I got some nice shake going. Bring your hands toward one another. And then open wide. Chest pushes forward. And then bring your hands back up. And now we'll go ahead and take a little lunge forward. So take a far enough lunge. Open those arms wide so you can get a lot of stretch in that back hip flexor and through the chest. The more you push that chest forward, more stretch you'll get in the shoulders and chest. Okay, arms come up, step back, and then go with the right leg forward. Same thing. Open the arms wide, lift the chest. Find that spot where you like that stretch, shoulders and chest. And then push it back. All right, we're going to flip it around. This is what we started with. Get those feet fairly far back. Straight legs, pull your toes up, and then let your butt drop back and get that traction on your upper back. If you really kind of push your chest and head down toward the ground, feels so good on that upper back. Okay, dip your left armpit down toward the ground, your right armpit up. Dip your right armpit toward the ground, left armpit up. Back to center. Pull yourself through. Flatten your hands, big wide hands, and just push your hands into the straps. Slide those shoulder blades down the spine. Push that chest toward the ground. Okay, grab those handles again. We're going to come into a low squat. Open those knees nice and wide and sit those hips all the way down. And then kind of rock side to side, over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, and then the left. Always seal those knees with toes. So as you put weight on that heel, make sure the knee's still lining with the toe, not falling in or out. Good. Then just sit in the middle. Push those arms forward again if you can. All right, and then come on up. Last time, arms push forward. Get one more stretch here. Push into those handles. Your hips are right on top of the heels behind you. Try to get those legs straight and push the chest down. Take a deep breath. Come on up. All right. One of hopefully many TRX sessions to come. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you next time.